Now when you're fishing in the shallows around the rocks, what you want to do is you want to try and fish with as least weight as possible. Now if you've got the wind behind you, I like to fish with no weight at all, so just a straight hook to the line. Now if you get a little bit of wind cross shore, you want a little bit more distance, that's when you want to start adding your little ball sinkers. And you'll start like at a 1/8, maybe a 3/4, and then go up to a 1/2. And you don't want to get too heavy because there's a lot of weed and rock out in front of you when you're fishing around the rocks, and the heavier you go, the more chance you've got of snagging up your line and amongst the weed. Now when I'm running a little bit thicker line, main line, say roughly around that 25 pound, I'll just tie straight off to my main line. Now that's pretty basic. So all I've got is my hook straight onto my main line. Now if you're wanting to run a little bit lighter line, say sort of your 15 pound, maybe even up to 20 pound, you want to double your line, you want to double your trace, or you want to make a trace, so a swivel, about 1 meter, 25 pound trace line, and then your hook. But most times when I'm running some heavier line, I'll just tie straight off to the main line, and that's the basic straylining rig right there, straight to your line. Now because you've got no weight on your line there, you get a little bit worried about how do I cast out, how do I get that distance. A lot of times around the rocks, always fish your feet first. But when it's real shallow and you're not on a shelf and into deep water, you want to get a little bit of distance, and you're sort of thinking, how do I cast without any weight? Now the best thing to do is to head over to one of my other videos, how to improve your casting from the rocks. Now when you want to add a little ball sinker, it's pretty much the same rig, running 25 pound line there. I've got my main line and my hook, but now I've added a little ball sinker, and that'll just run straight up and down my main line there. Don't worry about that. The sinker will always end up at your bait or your hook. So that's pretty much my floating bait with a little ball sinker added to get a little bit more distance, or there's some wind that's got a little bit of cross shore. Now sometimes what I like to do when I'm fishing around the rocks is I like to use a keeper hook. Basically what you've got is you've got your main hook, it's probably about a 6-7 bar, and then you've got your little keeper hook, 4 or 5 bar. Now the reason why I use that is 2 reasons. One, I might have left my bait cotton at home, and that little hook takes all the force of your cast, so your big hook in the main part of the bait stays fine. Second reason is you double your chances in hooking up. Now you can also run your little ball sinker, same rig, ball sinker's just floating up and down on the main line there, straight to that second little hook, and that's no problem. So that's if you want to add a little bit of weight to your keeper hook rig. Now if you want to take a little bit closer look at how to bait up with a keeper hook, check out one of my other videos, how to bait up with a keeper hook.